Alright guys, so here we go. I got the engine and the hoist brought over to the car, checking out everything again just to make sure that everything's all good. Everything seems to be good. New addition to the car that I don't know if I told you guys about, but I've got an LOJ pan on here now. Much better, it's much better baffling and all that good stuff. Other than that, everything looks to be good. New ICT billet goodies on here, so new pump as well, new water pump. Another ICT billet goodie right here. Alternator still brand new, again haven't even run it. And a new power steering pump as well as we have the ICT billet coil pack locators on both sides, and the CX Racing LS swap kit. So, oh yeah, and I repanned the transmission. Yeah, looks all nice and clean now. So that's basically the rundown on where we are with the car, or the engine. I'm gonna try and get it closely into position, and then hopefully my brother or father will be here shortly to help get it in position so we don't scratch this beautiful paint. That would be devastating to do all this work and then have something like that happen. So we're going to wait on them probably, and then we'll start throwing in the car. Alright guys, so here you have it. Engine is back in. So what we're going to do now is remove the engine hoist, whatever you want to call that guy. I don't even know what you would call it. Engine plate, I guess? I don't know. Anyways, I made it myself, kind of out of necessity, but also to help me learn a couple new skills as far as, you know, templating stuff out and making everything perfectly in line and all that good stuff. So I actually made this one. Yeah, I know you can buy them, but I had this scrap laying around, so I was like, yeah, why not? So we're going to take these guys out. I am going to take them out and make sure that I keep them out of the valley area. I do not want a bolt to fall down and potentially go down into the cam. because if you don't know V8s or you don't know LS, really this isn't an LS engine, but I just say LS because if you say Vortec or truck motor or whatever, a lot of people don't know what you're talking about. So what you don't know is if you don't make sure to take precaution, the cam can actually be accessed right through here. Cam is right there. Pause 1 minute and I'll show you. Alright, so yeah, there's the cam so you can see it. So yeah, you can damage it, mess it up, you can do all kinds of stuff. This still looks really good condition. Everything still looks really nice. It's good to see. So throw you guys back on the mount. We're gonna get the valley cover installed again. Make sure and clean this up really nice so that we don't have any issues with sealing. Put the new gasket on that I just bought. We'll clean up the backside a little bit too, and then we'll start putting the intake back on and start trying to get a couple more pieces on today. So I did end up going with an ICT billet cover. Super nice, very high quality. I thought about putting the stock one back on there, but I'm not running the knock sensors. It is an NA build. Super easy to regulate how much fuel you need. You're not going to be able to, it's not like a turbo engine where you need the knock sensors or you need that extra device, extra sensors to be able to tell if you're running lean or anything like that. Because of my standalone that I have, it tells me that already, and it also calculates and corrects it for me. So I don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. I mean, realistically, should I run knock sensors? I don't know. A lot of the guys that I know don't run them. That race, drag race, you know, it's one of those where by the time you notice it's knocking, you'll see it in the data log, and usually it's just running a little lean on a pass. Your temperature's not right or something, but a lot of the time the car will adjust to that. Not the car, but the ECU standalone will adjust for that, and you really don't have to worry about it. Going with a nice Velcro gasket, and again cleaning the bottom side to make sure that it seals properly to the plate. Like so. Probably my favorite thing about the ICT billet valley cover is the countersunk bolts. There's something about countersunk bolts that just, they look so good. Don't worry, I'm going to come back and glue Loctite these, but I just want to get them in and get a couple started. So I'm pretty sure this pump is off of a truck. I'm pretty sure it's a truck pump, but this is a metal truck pump. I made this bracket right here a long time ago now. It is a 1/8 inch piece of plate so that I don't have any flex on it anymore. The old piece was a lot thinner, but I countersunk them, made them all nice and neat, nice and clean. The backside's adjustable so that I could get it in line with all the belts as far as yaw and pitch and all that good stuff. We are in line currently, which is super nice. But I made this, had it powder coated by a local company that's also going to be doing my brake rotors. Brake calipers, not rotors. So as far as the valley pan goes, torque spec is 44. So we're going to loosen this guy up. Let's go back up to 40. So there's 44. So 44 for the first round. We are going to be working inside out. So I'm actually going to loosen that one back off. And the reason I'm loosening it back off is because in my continuous pull, I didn't get it to click like that. If you didn't know that, whenever you torque stuff down, you want to get it in one continuous pull like that, so that whenever you're actually tightening it down, it's to the correct spec. A lot of times if you go like this and get it to go and it clicks, so say you just jerked it real quick and clicked it, it may be over torqued. So I always like to back off the bolt just a little bit and slowly get it to do that. There we go. So we're all good. So now we can put the intake manifold back on, and I think that might do it for today. But let's go grab it and slap it on there. Alright guys, here it is, the piece de resistance. Beautiful Holley Sniper EFI intake manifold. It is oh so good. Still trying to figure out what I'm going to do about the intake as far as where I'm going to route the filter and all that stuff. Don't really know. Haven't figured that out yet. I do know that I need washers for these. So let me go find this. Alright, so I just got a lock washer. Should do the job. I'm just snugging these up, nothing crazy. Just want to kind of get it seated before we start torquing everything down. Again, we will be torquing this to spec. Don't remember what the spec is, so I'm going to have to go on Holley's website and figure that out real quick. And then we'll come back here and torque this sucker down. They have torque specs for a reason, guys. Now, a lot of people, like to send it, but you could end up costing yourself a very expensive intake manifold if you mess it up. So it looks like the torque spec is the same as the valley cover. It's 44 to 89. Number one is right here. So we're going to go ahead and torque him down to 44. And finally, number 10. So I'm going to run through that one more time at 89. So there we have it, guys. Engine's in. It is bolted nice and tight, and we'll start dressing it in the next episode, but I think we're going to end up moving into the new shop before then, so kind of comes down to how the rest of this week goes, but we may start moving everything into the new shop and getting organized and everything before we continue this process, but we'll see. It is crunch time. We may have to wait till after streetcar takeover to move into the new shop, but hey, it's all good. It's all part of the process. So I appreciate you guys coming around, and thank you for being patient. Thank you for letting me give you guys great content and bring you guys some exciting stuff like this, like the engine's in, transmission's in. We're rolling pretty good now. So drive shaft's going to be next, putting it in, and then we're going to start running the accessories. I already have the hoses made for the pump, the power steering pump, as far as the radiator mount goes and stuff like that. Like, it's just going to start rolling really quickly. But I think we're going to tackle the sensors next after the drive shaft. I'm trying to get the connectors done for the pinouts for the new Maven hardware, get all that stuff situated, get all that done, see if I need to order anything else or not, and then find placement for our relays. I think I'm still going to kind of put it behind the passenger seat. I still think that's a good placement, but it kind of just comes down to how long the battery cable is. So that's kind of the game plan. Just want to give you guys a heads up. And again, thank you so much for coming around. Thank you to all the new subscribers. I think we're up to 160 total subscribers now, last time that I checked, which is absolutely awesome. Thank you guys so much. And thanks for coming around and watching this video, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.